Why is it that the Scythe of Vitur is so rarely seen and used today? And what contributing factors could have led this once highly coveted weapon to its silent, slow motion downfall? Welcome to my video. I'm TombGoblin, and it's time to talk about it. Now we're going to start off by first looking at the item's price history. With the release of the Theater of Blood raid in June 2018, the Scythe of Vitur made its way into old school RuneScape in its market. With the first scythe selling for around 4 billion gold, the price obviously reflecting the extremely high market demand. The scythe would then sit between 1.2 and 2.2 billion for the months that follow, and has since only continued to decline in value. Should you desire to add this weapon to your arsenal or collection, one could be yours for the small price of around 340 million gold current day, which when viewed alongside the price tag of its sister god tier weapons is a very small price to pay. Now let's talk a little bit more about the scythe and its cost of use. The scythe may be charged to drastically increase its stats. In order to charge the scythe, players must add at least one vial of blood and a set of 300 blood runes to the fire well next to the bank in Vercinza. Each vial and 300 blood runes adds 100 charges to the scythe, with it being able to hold up to 20,000 charges and costing 766 GP per attack and a total of 15.3 million to fully charge. One charge is deducted per attack and will always lose a charge whether it hits or not. The hourly usage rate of the scythe is around 920,000 coins per hour, meaning the scythe has to generate at least that much more gold drop in value from a boss or a monster in order to be worth using over other weapons without an upkeep cost in terms of profit. And when fully charged, the scythe is only expected to last about 16 hours of non-stop combat. Now let's think for a second. Where exactly can the scythe call home in the current PVM meta? When looking at the current PVM meta, the god tier Twisted Bow and Temekin's Shadow can be found most often as the best in slot for most PVM encounters. But what about the scythe? And where exactly is it worth using now anyways? The Theater of Blood is not only where this optimistically powerful weapon comes from, but also where the weapon itself is considerably most productive. Using the scythe in the raid has the long-term capabilities of producing upwards to 7 million gold an hour. And when used in conjunction with the Amulet of Blood Fury, you have the capability to proc not one, but 3 heals simultaneously. When it comes to the Theater of Blood in general, if you don't have an already existing kill count, good luck trying to get your first. As for the challenge of finding a team to take you and teach you, has proven to be more difficult than the content itself. For a more in-depth discussion of this topic, I plead you to go ahead and check out the videos recently posted by the streamer content creator Doozay and hear this man's epic perspective on the subject. Channel link posted in the comments down below. Taking a further look at some of the other known uses for the scythe in the wiki, it's easy to see that our list of recommended scythe applicable monsters that without a drop from the rare loot table and including our nearly 1 mil per hour gold weapon cost, it hardly makes the weapon practical for use at all. When faced with applicable late game melee encounters, how often do you find yourself in favor of the new Osmond's Fang? The introduction of the Fang to old school RuneScape via the Tombs of a Mascot has humbly proven to players that nerf after nerf, that best in slot does not always have to be the most expensive. Directly competing with the scythe, the Fang can be used to optimum efficiency, striking down foes with uncanny accuracy. The Fang currently bolsters an all-time low price, currently valued at around 44 million gold and has no additional cost of use. Will the Scythe of Vitur continue to remain in the shadows of the Twisted Bow and Temekin's Shadow? Does Jagex have their eyes set to how little this potential powerhouse of a weapon is actually used? And what do you think should be done to help this mighty weapon relive its once days of glory? Please be sure to white knuckle hammer smash that like and subscribe button and let me know what you think of the video. And until next time, you fucking freaks, TombGoblin out.